Welcome to the St Basils Sleep Out. It's an event where we recreate as best we can the scenario that we are trying to prevent. Now, it isn't about emulating rough sleeping at all, but it's about giving people a flavour for what people sadly have to experience. And what we do is ultimately preventing this from happening. This is the sort of work that we are trying to, we do this work to prevent people having to rough sleep. So it's really about giving people a taste for what that's about. Sadly, over the last 9 years, homelessness has been on the rise in the West Midlands. We have seen a rise year on year, every single year. So it is a huge issue for the city. What you tend to find is that homelessness is, by its very nature, big in the city because people tend to gravitate to bigger cities to get support. But sadly, a lot of the support services, their face cuts, they're not getting this kind of levels of support which they really require. St Basils is a youth homeless charity. We put someone in a safe and secure environment, but then it's working with them to make sure that they have access to employment, training, education, working with young people who have possibly have mental health issues, making sure young people have life skills, because ultimately what we are trying to do is make sure that everyone has the ability to live independently, don't have to rely on places like St Basils, rely on the state, because we want people to live independently, contribute to the local communities and ultimately have successful lives where they don't just survive but they thrive.
To prepare for the cold tonight, we've got drinks, we've got snacks. I myself have got 5 layers of trousers on, and then I'm gradually going to put top layers on as I get cold throughout the night, and I think everyone's just doing the same really.
Oh, we've got many layers on tonight. I've got about 6 jumpers on.
I've got 2 coats, 4 layers,
thermals,
4 pairs of socks, 3 pairs of tights. We're very well wrapped up. So we plan to build something that we can all snuggle up in with our sleeping bags, but in terms of a plan...
Yeah, we're just going to wing it really.
Yeah, I think it will be good to be out with our friends tonight, and as I say, we've had a couple of glasses of wine before we come out, so yeah, it should be a good night.
To build the tent, it was quite easy for me because I just supervised the ladies what to do, told them where I wanted this to go, and then it turned out pretty good. Sleeping tonight's going to be lots and lots of cuddling to keep warm.
I think, of course, it brings us close together because at the end of the day, we're doing something for people our age and to hopefully help them in the future because, being homeless could happen to any of us.
And between that sort of 12 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, that is when the event really kicks in. But it's actually what will happen is those people who are doing this tonight, it's when they get home tomorrow, when they have a shower and they get in their bed, that is when they'll realise that they won't have to do this again tonight. And that is something that sadly a lot of people in this city and a lot of people across the West Midlands and sadly across the whole of the country are having to experience on a nightly basis, and it shouldn't be happening.